Y'all know what time it is. Time to have these discussions. Dave Helman,
Sir.
Bucs, 6-6, got a lot to play for. Niners, 8-4, rookie quarterback, got a lot to play for. Who needs to win more?
It's the Bucs for me, man. And look, I know Brock Purdy has a lot on his shoulders, but it's going to take a lot more than one loss for the Niners to give up on this kid. Like, are you hearing the stuff that's coming out of San Francisco's locker room?
I'm hearing it.
You can't even repeat some of it on TV. Like, they love this guy. So losing to Tom Brady is not going to kill the season for the 49ers. They got an 8-4 record. They've already got a game in hand on Seattle, who's their primary competition in that division. They get to play them again. The Niners will be fine if they lose this game. The Bucs are a mediocre team. Like, their record says that. They're 6-6. Think about this, too. Two of their last 3 wins, they played nice against Seattle in Munich. Then they needed miracles to beat the Rams and the Saints. Like a miracle of all miracles just to get that win on Monday night. This is a team, they really haven't played good football all year. They played nice against the Cowboys in week 1 and that Seattle win. Other than that, it's either been bad or very mediocre football. The offense is atrocious. The defense has been up and down all year. Think about what it would do if they can go beat the Niners and that defense, what it would do for their confidence and to say, like, hey, we're still those guys. We're still that team that won a Super Bowl. We still got Brady. And if they lose, they fall back below 500. If they lose, they probably won't have played very well. I don't even think it's close. I think the Bucs could really, really use a win here.
Let me see if I can sway you a little bit. I think it's the Niners. Shady, one of my favorite quotes is this: you do not get a second chance at a first impression. One of my favorite quotes. Brock Purdy truly will have his first impression this Sunday. Right, going in the middle of a game, that's not an ultimate first impression. As we all know, defenses were not prepared for you, and even your own team's offense wasn't prepared for you. The first impression of Brock Purdy will be this Sunday against Tom Brady. A first impression is a lasting impression. My second favorite quote. So with that being said, I think it's more important for the Niners to hit the ground running, get off on a good foot. Now, they are only 1 game ahead of the Seattle Seahawks, and to me, Seahawks are more competent than the Saints. Those are the teams that are trailing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But it's all about the Niners' belief in Purdy. For that reason, I think the Bucs have more to. I think the Niners have more to prove. I think the Niners have more at stake, and I think the Niners are the team that really must win.
It's the Niners for me. They got to get a win. I mean, they're supposed to win this game, right? And real quick, Purdy, he got a little swag with him. I know okay when I see some swag. It's like dripping out of his jersey. Like, he threw that touchdown. He started talking his little talk. I said, okay.
Yeah.
I said, I'll see you. Sorry. Nah, so, like, my thing is, okay, the Bucs, they barely beat the Saints at home. Like, and I know they normally struggle against the Saints, but, like, it was bad. Like, they could do that for whole 4 quarters. 4 quarters in what, in 6 minutes?
Yep.
Then they turned it on. So you had in your power ranking number 3 or 6. Who was it? The Niners.
Niners are 7, actually.
In your power ranking?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because they lost Jimmy G.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
They lost
well, I'm
their
just saying,
starting
like, they're a top 10 team. In my book, I'll put them in top 5. Top 5, you're supposed to beat the Bucs. And if they lose that game, oh, my God, every sports outlet, especially us, we're going to talk about how they lost, why they lost. So that's the 49ers for me.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the 49ers. I see and hear everything you're saying, Dave, and I don't disagree, but I guess because I think the 49ers have a better opportunity to go further this year than the Bucs do, I'm leaning towards that. And also, I just want to see what Brock Purdy does. Like, I'm genuinely interested to see how he plays in a game that this is his team. You're right. We've seen backup quarterbacks come in and do just, win games and look decent, and then you have a game that you prepared for, and they don't look like the same guy. So I'm really interested to see what he does. Clearly, the 49ers believe in him. They are saying some very high praise.
Go Google it.
Very high praise.
Yeah, like that?
Yes, very, very high praise.
I didn't see it yet.
We are ushering in names that we often reserve to be mentioned with guys that have, like, started a game before. But I love it. Like, I love his energy. I'm with you. He's talking. He's getting in people's faces. I like that he has that. And, I mean, what kind of chip on the shoulder must you have to be Mr. Irrelevant, to follow that around you for your career? So I think that the Niners need to see him be competent. I think he needs to play a competent game. He probably won't actually have to do that much because the Bucs aren't that good of a team, but they are very experienced, and he's not. And again, he's not playing against Tom Brady. He's playing against that Bucs defense. So how will he prevail will determine how he prevails will determine the rest of the season for the 49ers, whereas the Bucs are going to have what they have regardless.
Dave, 130 or so games you went to over the course of a 10-year span. No, that's incorrect. It would be closer to 170 or so games you went
Whatever
to.
you say, man.
Over a 10-year span.
Yeah.
After every game, you would head to your laptop and you would sit there and you would write a story. You would write a story depending on how the game went. In the event
hate on me.
the 49ers lose,
At least a couple times, yeah.
in the event the 49ers lose to the Bucs and Brock Purdy has 1 or 2 interceptions, what is a Dave Helman who is at his laptop dictating the narrative of the 49ers, at least for that week, what is he writing?
I mean, see, and that's why, I mean, if he completely melts down, then you probably have to have the conversation of like, ooh, you know, was this a mirage against Miami? Do the Niners have a quarterback that is capable of getting them to over the finish line, even getting them to the playoffs, let alone beyond that? But at the same time, and that's why I go back to what I said about the Bucs, is if I'm writing the story, I am keeping that in the back of my mind. Like, whether, and I hear what you're saying, it's different game planning for a quarterback. It's not quite the same, but the first impression has been made. But to elaborate further, Shady, Trent Williams compared this kid to Peyton Manning. Does that sound like a team that they're like, well, we still got to figure out how we feel about this? No, they are very, very impressed. He played phenomenally against a team that we all agree is going to be in the playoffs. No, for Mr. Irrelevant making his first NFL appearance.
Wait, what are you shocked by? You shocked by the Peyton Manning?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
That must mean that he's probably saying smart.
Well, he said from a commanding of the huddle. He didn't say, not talent. He said from a leadership perspective.
Okay.
But regardless, keep in mind, these guys they've been with Purdy since May. I mean, you go through 10, 12 OTAs, camp, all that stuff. So the first impression was made a long time ago in that locker room. Our first impression ultimately doesn't matter. So if he played poorly and they lost, I would be like, this happens, but look at all this talent, look at what they have, and look at their schedule, look at their division. That's why I'm not sweating this if they do happen to lose this game.
Shady, real quick, I got to cut because I'm intrigued by this, and I think you will be too. Go into the locker room for a second. I recall Philadelphia Eagles 2014. Nick Foles gets hurt. Our guy Mark Sanchez goes in. We're all waiting to see how is Mark actually going to play. Impressions are cute in the offseason. They're cute during OTAs. They're cute when trash cans are on the football field. They're even cute in-game, but we're all waiting to see how is Mark going to play because Nick Foles broke his collarbone.
Yep.
We knew he was going to be out for about 10 weeks. Yep. We knew that our future was tethered to Mark Sanchez. So we're all sitting there watching like, yo, how's he going to play or not? How much does it matter to somebody on offense? McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk, Trent, how Purdy plays in this game.
And that's what I want to talk about. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Like, Jimmy G's hurt. Okay, like, I know that the fans and the players are upset, but let's not act like he was the guy out there really leading them. So now you have a team base where it's made for this. They're made for Purdy. The defense is number 1 in the league. So it ain't gonna be no shootouts. The team ain't gonna be scoring no points like that. That's one. 2 is we're gonna run the ball. Our coach, Kyle Shanahan, is one of the best at running the ball. We have one of the best linemen in the league, and we find ways to scheme up to run the ball. 2, we got one of the best offensive supporting cast with McCaffrey in the backfield. And then you got Kittle, and then you got Debo. So let's take all that load that we keep talking about Purdy. Let's give it to all the other pieces like it normally is. Yep. They don't ask Jimmy G to go out there and win the games. Yep. They say, Jimmy, don't lose it. They treat him like he's a rookie.
So then let me ask you.
It's the same thing.
Let me ask you. What if Brock Purdy does lose it? What's on your mind? Again, you're McCaffrey, you're Debo, you're Trent. Because they asked Jimmy not to lose it, and for the most part, Jimmy doesn't. Yeah. What in the world happens if Brock Purdy does? Are you worried?
No, I'm not worried. He's young. He's super young, right? It's his first time. It's his first time playing in live games. So, I mean, any quarterback will go through that, them learning curves. I think he has the best chance to win with this type of formation with the team.
At what point, if you are in that locker room, do you become worried? I understand he's young, but you don't care about that.
If you drop 3 in a row, right, and a lot of it is his fault, then, oh, man, you start looking at what free agents is out there. We need a new free agent quarterback. But and I don't think it'll go that bad. Of course. But I think if it does, that's when you start worrying.
They don't have that much time.
5 games.
There's 5 games left in the season. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he comes out and he is unimpressive or he loses this game, it is a much bigger deal for the 49ers than if the Bucs lose this game. If the Bucs lose this game, they're probably still making the playoffs and they still got Tom Brady. If the Niners lose this game to the Bucs and they're at home,
That's a good point.
And he plays bad. Yeah.
And he right, or he doesn't necessarily play bad, but just not good enough to beat that Bucs team that is barely beating the Saints with the #1 defense. There's a big cause for concern.
But that defense is good though.
I know
the
that's what I
Bucs
hate.
defense is nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we're not going to
Brock
factor
Purdy
that
is
in.
not playing Tom Brady. He's playing the Bucs defense.
But I'm saying, like, so if he has a bad game, I'm not going to be like I'm not going to go crazy about it because that's a good defense.
But you know what's fascinating, and we don't have time for it. I'll get to this later.
They top
What's
five,
most
too.
fascinating is this also could be a first-round matchup. Like, there's great potential that the 49ers could drop to the 5 seed. Yeah. The Seahawks could jump up to the 4 seed or the 3 seed. The Bucs are sitting at the 4 seed. Yeah. And this is a first-round matchup. I think Niners fans have to be concerned because, like, this is your quarterback. That's their quarterback.
I don't think Niners fans are concerned.
No.
Not the ones talking
Coleman,
to me.
you concerned?
Not the ones in LA.
The way they
I'm
play.
concerned. Yeah, the ones in LA ain't worried.
Our producer's a Niners fan. Coleman said he ain't concerned.
No, they're not worried.
But John Heller probably is.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.